back and, traveling the world instead of being in like in school and then going to a 9 to 5 job. Like these are very appealing for families, kind of like River Phoenix is, where they want it to have a more, I don't want to say hippy dippy, but kind of an experience where their kids were not materialistic. They wanted to be a community. They wanted to be involved in something larger than themselves. They wanted their children to be promoting something greater than themselves. And that's how a lot of this stuff gets packaged, if you will. Now, there's a special model. It's called the BITE model. It was developed by this guy, Stephen Hansen. It's a framework for understanding high control groups, which is more destructive cults, or cults that, there's sex cults, there's doomsday cults, political cults, religious cults. You can have a cult on basically anything. Like one of the researchers I studied, Margaret Singer, she talked about how she was studying also small family group kind of cults, like not large operations. I mean, she studied those too, but sometimes there was one that was just based on like horseback riding. I mean, like, a lot of them are on aliens or Eastern philosophy, religious principles is huge. Anything anti-Western, which is good for the cult, because a American person who is really entrenched in like Judeo-Christian, maybe, or they were raised in that system and maybe they don't follow it anymore. That's all that Eastern philosophy and religious practices, and it's going to be a foreign concept. They're not going to have a real base of understanding. So it really gives the cult an advantage, because they can, teach them and start from scratch. And, everything they hear, they don't have any base of knowledge to be like, oh, that doesn't sound right. So many times they'll sort of draw people in, like I said, with this sort of salesman or education course. Then once the people are in, then they'll start by sort of including them in a lot of stuff, love bombing them.